Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a great lunchtime or having some fun right now. We ran out of time this morning on our video and we didn't have time to show you new product. And this is one of the four or two of the four containers we have. So I just want to take a little bit of time and maybe you can kick back, enjoy your lunch, get out your notepads and your pencils if you want to take notes and see if maybe we've got something in that you're going to really love. I'm Kelly and I'm at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Ankeny, Iowa. And we do have some friends here today, so I might have to show you guys. So I'm going to head over to the other side of the camera. So hang tight for just a moment. So look at here, look at this nice group. So you guys come in about every couple weeks, don't you? And visit it once a month. This is our monthly group here that comes into Memory Bound. So you might hear some noise in the background and it's just these ladies having lots of fun here at Memory Bound. But if you're just joining us, I'm Kelly and I'm with Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Ankeny, Iowa, and we have lots of new product, more than we could show you on our morning video. So we are just going to take a little time and we're going to show it to you. Maybe you're having lunch or taking a little break, or maybe you're going to watch us later. Anyway you watch, whenever you watch, we're really glad you're here, and we've got lots and lots to show you, and Peggy keeps bringing out more, so maybe she'll bring out even more while we're getting this done. But I wanted to show this first because this is a fun little book about me. So it's got pages that ask things about what the best thing about today, things I'm going to change, how I felt with the little emojis. And it's got 70 daily journaling spreads. And it's got activities and it tracks your mood. And I thought with summer coming on, this could be a really good little gift. It even has a little pocket here that holds your, it looks like a couple gel pens. And they come free with it. And you know what? This does not have a price. So I don't know how much this is, but you know what? Janet was kind enough that she's joining us. And I'm sure she's probably linked it already. So Janet, thank you a whole bunch. This just actually got opened out of a box about an hour ago. Oh, it's $19.99. All right, perfect. And it, like Janet commented, it's really good for journaling and, you know, for kids, adults, whoever it might be. And we got a couple of these in just to try them out and see how we like them. The big news is Doodlebug. And you've probably heard that Doodlebug has two new collections that they've got out now. And we have both of them. And the first one is Be Happy. And I'm going to show you all the papers. It's got papers, stickers, embellishments, lots of fun things. So here's the Be Happy 12 by 12 stickers. And you'll see it's got some yellows, it's got greens, it's got that teal color. That's a sticker sheet. I think I need to dump out my container. Just pardon my arm for a minute so I can put things back into it. And then it's kind of cool because it has two acetate sheets. And this one is actually called Farmhouse Flannel, but it works so well with this colors because you can see how there's lots of the blacks along with the yellow and the teal and the greens. And that is an acetate sheet. And then the other acetate sheet with this collection is honeycombs. Oh, I think we might need something white to show that. Let me get something to put underneath of it so you can see it a little better. Maybe that's not the best color. It's yellow and it's just like a honeycomb, like a bee's honeycomb. And that also is acetate. And then we'll show you the papers that are in the collection. And Janet, I love that you shared the fact about Doodlebug, that they have their set colors and they switch them around and mix them up differently, but they always stick with, you know, like Bumblebee is one of their colors and Ladybug, Beetle Black, and then they switch them up and they combine them in different ways. And once in a while they add a new color. And here's the next paper in the group. Let me go up just a little bit so you can see the whole paper. And this is called beeline. You know, like you make a beeline for the door. And it's got the 3x4 cut aparts, and then it's got these really nice long sheets for journaling. And then I love that it has these titles: My Sunshine, Love You Bunches, My Honey, You're Beautiful. And look at the stripe on the back. It matches the stripe on that little cut apart piece there. And the next paper is really cute. It's got all these little doodlebug bees on it. And it's called honeybees, which is a good name for it. And then look at the floral that goes with it. I really like that because it's got the black background. And then we have our plaid, classic Doodlebug plaid. And that's got all the colors from the collection in it. And on the back of it is this yellow with a very, very fine black dot. And we have another cut apart paper. And look at that one. Let me get it in the camera so you can see it. The floral, you can kind of see that in the background. But it's got 6 tags across the middle, and you got your 3 4x4s, and then you have your border pieces here that you can cut all of these apart. And on the back, you have that really pretty floral. And I was noticing that the floral, if you pair it with the stripe, you've just got everything just matches so well together. And this says home is where your honeybee. So I have to read that again because now I just got it. I was a little slow. Home is where your honeybee. And then there are solid cardstocks that match that we've pulled out. At Doodlebug actually matched them for us. And so we've got the one I'm missing is the black, but I think you can see here that including the white, white goes with about all of their collections. But if you throw the black in there, which I thought I grabbed, but I didn't, you can see how nice those colors match. And those are all online also. If you go to shopping and new product, Doodlebug Be Happy, and these colors are out there also. If you liked all those pattern papers, we do have the collection pack where you can get 12 double-sided papers and your sticker sheet. And it's $19.99. And there's that very first thing we showed you, the sticker sheet. And then what's kind of neat is they've pulled out some petite prints. And Janet commented earlier about how their colors they continue the same colors, and then they just have them mix them in different ways. And so this would be the colors up in the collection, but in their petite prints. And you can get these individually also. They are listed online in the Be Happy collection. We've got them all listed in there individually. So if you just need a couple sheets, you can do that, or you can get this pack here that's got 12 sheets. And you know the old saying, but wait, there's more. Well, here's the cardstock pack. So you could get the coordinating cardstock, and we do have these listed online also. You can get the collection, and we've got the cardstock, and we have the petite prints. I know some of you are big Doodlebug fans, so tell us if you're a big Doodlebug fan, give us a thumbs up or write us a little note and let us know that. Now, Doodlebug started doing something different, and their smaller paper pads now are 6x8 instead of 6x6. So that's a big change. And you're going to see, again, a lot of the same papers in a smaller pattern. And this is the Be Happy 6x8 paper pad. It has 24 double-sided sheets, and it's $9.99. These collections are a little bit smaller than some of the other Doodlebug collections, which I think is just fine because we're getting 2 collections at once today. We're getting the Be Happy, and then we're getting the Berry collection. So this is called All the Things for Be Happy. So they've combined their Chit Chat and their ephemera and all their pieces together into one pack. And you get 173 die cut pieces for $9.99. And you know that these are some of my favorite things in the whole world is the ephemera. And I think it's really great that this is all combined. And Karen just made a comment about how happy Doodlebug is. And Karen, you are so right. It is just happy. I've never seen a sad Doodlebug collection. And then here's the puffy icon stickers. And I know these are really popular in the different collections. And it's nice because they repeat images. So if you're making something, you don't have to worry about just having one little sun or one bumblebee. You're going to get multiples of them. And that's $6.99 for that. And then we have the 6x12 stickers, and these are kind of a standard for Doodlebug. They have these in about all their collections. And you can see again that all the cool colors in this. And it even has little honey bears. And then there is the Doodlebug Essentials pack. And this has got your papers, your stickers. It's got your some little bee things. And you know what? Oh no, they're right here. I thought I missed something, but I haven't. I got it right here, everybody. So don't worry. And this pack, then, it also gives you ideas on a layout that you can make with what you have in here. So you're going to get some cardstock letters, some buttons, some sprinkles, some little doodle pops, and then you're going to get all of these papers. And that's $21.99. Now there's a lot of little good pieces here. Let me pull these out first. I'm going to pull out the sprinkles. And here are the 3 sprinkles for this collection. There's called Nature's Honey, and that's even got some little mushrooms in it and flowers. And those little black dots, those, I'm going to show you something with those in a minute. You can also use those little black dots for little accent pieces, or you can put them on the eyes on some of the images on the stickers, which is handy dandy. You got the really cute little bees, and then you have the little enamel dots. And then the Doodle Pops, oh my gosh, these are always a favorite. And it looks like we've got 6 Doodle Pops, and we need to get that into focus. Let me try this. There we go. So you got your little 4-pack of the cute little worker bees, and then maybe this is the queen bee here. And these are all dimensional, and I don't think you can see it, but these little bees have acetate wings on them. And I don't think you can really see that on the camera. And then we've got the couple little worker bees here with a fun little flower set and a mushroom. And we have the little tweet hearts. Those are actually from a previous collection, but look how well they match. And then there's that little bear. And he's got honey on his paw. And that's the bear that you see in here. So you could even, if you're using one of the papers, you could even pop this up over the top of it because that's dimensional. And then the little honey jar is a shaker. So it's got little beads inside of it. And it's got a couple of the really cute bees. Now what we did was we went out and looked at the puffy hearts. Let me get that in focus again. You guys, I'm working by myself today. I might have to get up and go focus the camera. There we go. We just have to be patient. Diane says so cute, and I totally agree that it is really, really cute. We went and got our puffy hearts from Doodlebug because we keep these in stock all the time. And I just wanted to show you the colors that we picked out was the white and the black, of course, make perfect sense for this collection. And then we got the bumblebee, aka yellow. And then we've got the mint. So those are all also online in the same category where you find Be Happy. And you'll also find these chunky brads that are black and white and silver. And check out the washi tape. This is called Broomsticks. It's actually from a previous released collection, but the stripe is so fun with this collection. And I think stripes are happy. I like to see stripes. I like to use stripes, and they're to me a happy thing. So I think that would be a great addition. Or you know what else, you guys? Earlier today we're talking graduation, and these are both really good graduation things. Lisa, you love Doodlebug. You are amongst many people. All right, then I grabbed some archival inks. I didn't grab black, but I grabbed these three colors that I thought would look really good with this. Leaf green, beach cruiser, and sunflower. So those are some of the archival inks that if you were wanting to do some stamping. And the other thing I grabbed that you might not be aware of, these are called an eye for an eye, and these have been out for a little bit, but these are little tiny black enamel dots, and they are made to fit on the eyes of many of the characters, either on the paper or here on the sticker. And they come in, it looks like 3 or 4 sizes, and you get quite a few of them. You get 101. And you can easily like put the eyes right on top, eye for an eye, right on top of the sun, and it just adds a little dimension. Okay. Let's see. Diane has a comment about this, and that definitely could be Winnie the Pooh. Very, very good idea. All right. And it looks like someone had an idea for Baby's first album. I'm sorry, your name is gone, but thank you. I agree. I think that would be a really good thing for Baby's first album also. All right. Hey, that's one tub, you guys. We got through one tub, and I'm showing you the big ones first. So the other collection from Doodlebug is called Berry Sweet, and that's another brand new collection. It's another little bit smaller. Actually, when we say smaller, they basically have about what the other Doodlebug collections have. I mean, they have a lot of what they have, about the same amount as most collections, but maybe not as much as a Doodlebug collection typically has. So here's the 12 by 12 sticker sheet from Berry Sweet. So you'll see it's got borders, it's got these words right in the middle, it's got lots of different images, the tabs. You've got your strawberries, and it looks like strawberry lemonade, and a really delicious looking cake. And then it also has acetate sheet, and these are like daisies. So I'm not sure if you can really see those very well, but that is the acetate sheet. Those tend to sell really well. People really like the acetate. So here is the strawberry paper. It's called Berry Sweet. So this must be the paper that the collection is named after. And then this is a good example of how they have trimmed the collection down. There's fewer papers than some of their collections. But again, you guys, I think that's a great thing because we're getting 2 collections when normally we pretty much get 1 collection at a time. So it's kind of nice to have 2 collections, even if they're a little smaller. Because in most collections, they'd have a whole sheet of tags and a sheet of borders and a sheet of 4x4s. But this way, they've given us the best of all 3 on one paper. And then we get the plaid on the back that has all the colors in it. So if you're watching live, let us know what you think so far. Here's another strawberry paper. You know, it's funny, Doug just got some strawberries at Sam's Club yesterday, and they always have the best fruit here in Iowa. I don't know why, but it's almost time to go out and pick your own strawberries. So if you were out picking strawberries, this would be a great collection to document that or put it in your journal. So this is a floral that they've tucked a few strawberries in between the flowers. And then we have the stripe with all the colors. And here's another way that they have combined papers, because typically in their larger collections, you'd have a whole sheet of the journaling pages and you'd have a whole sheet of 3x4s. And this way they've combined them and you get a little bit of everything all on one sheet. Now, wouldn't this just for you be really nice to just cut that out? You could punch a little hole in it, tie it on to maybe a little treat or a little gift for somebody. And hello, you could just put on the front of a card. Lisa, I think you're funny when you say you need it all. And I agree with you, Lisa. Lisa said she likes the condensed version, and I think it's kind of nice too. It looks like I only have one of these. So this has got the daisies on one side, which is a lot like the acetate sheet. And then look at over here. That almost looks like strawberry wallpaper. If they made strawberry wallpaper, I think it would look just like this. So I'm trying to watch your comments as we go, and we're really lucky because Janet rejoined us this afternoon. And if you're just found out that, oh my gosh, Memory Bound is live again, it's because we have so many new products to show you, and we just didn't have time this morning. So I thought it'd be a nice lunch hour to just pull these out and show you what's come in. And we're kicking off the morning with Doodlebug. Now this collection has got the Berry Sweet. We showed you, let me get this in order. We showed you the Be Happy, and it had a lot fewer colors. The Berry Sweet collection actually has a lot of colors in it. And here are the cardstock colors that match. And these are all Doodlebug colors. And if you go to our website and you go shopping and you go to Cardstock, you'll see that we carry all the Doodlebug colors, and they're all together in their own category online. So you could easily go out and pick the colors that you wanted. And look how nicely those match. And they are all listed in with the Berry Sweet items. So we showed you all the papers and the sticker sheet, and you can get them all in this collection pack. So you can get all, not the acetate, but all the papers and that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And then just like Be Happy, they have pulled out some of their petite prints. And I know a lot of you are petite print fans because they are small prints. That's why they're called petite. And they come in all the Doodlebug colors. And I think there's about 7 designs of each color. And you know what? Here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store, we carry them all. So we have all the petite prints. And here are the 3 main items. You've got your paper pack, you've got solid cardstock, and your petite prints that are all in the colors of Berry Sweet. All right, let me show you though. We're not done, so don't go away. We've got a lot more to show you here with the Berry Sweet collection. There's the 12 by 12 stickers. And then we have the 6 by 8 paper pad.
So great to see you. Please tell everyone I'm from Texas.
And I mentioned earlier with the Be Happy line is that they're doing 6 by 8 tablets now, which I think that's pretty cool. The Doodlebug used to do the 6 by 6. And they did have 8 by 8 way back when, but this is going to have, I don't think I can open this. Oh, yes, I can. Don't say you can't when you haven't tried, right, guys? So I'm going to open this up and I'll kind of flip through it. So here, oh, look at there. There's a nice surprise. The Sweet Life. So this gives you an idea of what you're getting in here in the 6 by 8 tablet. And you know, there are patterns here that are not in the 12 by 12. I'm seeing that now. So you're going to get some extra little things in this tablet. And you're going to get 2 of everything. And you know, some of us have that little issue that, ooh, if I use it, then I don't have it anymore. And we tend to have to save things. And with this, you're getting 2 of each. So you are good to go. Don't worry. You've got enough. And then there's also the puffy icon stickers that we showed you from Be Happy. Here's the ones. They got a cute little mouse with a strawberry. And I'm okay having a mouse on my stickers, but not in my house. And the other thing is, we mentioned with the Be Happy how they've mixed their different ephemera. They used to have 3 different ones. One was Chit Chat with all the words, and then they had one that had some tags, and then they had the images. Let me get up close. And this is $9.99. There's only, and by only, I'm being very sarcastic, 138 pieces. So that's quite a few. And look at those. They're big. There's an envelope that's got strawberries and flowers coming out of it. You got strawberry jam. There's a little box of strawberries. So you have a lot of fun things. Perfect for the summer. And then there are the sprinkles. So here are the sprinkles. And we've got your your normal little circle gems. I can't even think of the name of that. Epoxy gems. And then this is called Berry Blossoms. And it's got little flowers and leaves. And then you have your strawberries. I think we ordered extras of these. I think they're going to go really fast. So the sprinkles for Doodlebug, they're basically like their epoxy shapes. And then this one's really different. This is called Bitty Berries. And these are like kind of a plastic, but they're sheer. So it's really hard to show these. They're dimensional, and there you can kind of see how they're translucent.
So we were talking about scrappy little things, and she was talking about just doing basic.
Sandy says she's not worried about using it because she likes to have two, and that way if she cuts it wrong, no problem. Now I brought in these sprinkles. This is called With All My Heart. This is not part of this collection, but we've got it linked to it because look at the colors. They're the same. It's got that kind of lighter yellow and that bluish teal. So that's called With All My Heart. And you might have these already in your stash. Deb makes me laugh, you guys, because her comment says she's going to need a second job. And I think I might have missed one of the Doodle Pops. So there might be one that I'm missing, but here's 5 out of was probably 6. This was all in a basket when I grabbed it today. But here's the cake. And somebody could make that cake, and I think it would be very delicious. It's got fresh strawberries on top. Oh, I got 2 of those. This little strawberry is a shaker, so it's got the little beads inside. And they match the strawberries, so I think you can see them. And here is the little box of strawberries. Really cute. They look like happy strawberries. And then we have this one has got a little bouquet of flowers, but you'll notice it's called Berry Bouquet because they have stuck strawberries right in with the flowers. Very, very cute. Then these are back from the past. These are brads. They call them braddies at Doodlebug, and they're little strawberry braddies, and we reordered them because they look so nice with the collection, and they're the perfect color and just a great addition to your projects. And then, just like with the bee collection, we went and grabbed some hearts, some of the puffy hearts from Doodlebug. And we thought these all looked really nice with it because you've got your bumblebee, your mint, which go well with both collections. So if you're the Doodlebug person and you're going to get both collections, you can get the mint and the bumblebee, and they go with both. And limeade, I would think, goes with both also. Let's just grab this so you can see how these are going to match both. And then we have bubblegum and ladybug to go with I was going to say Be Happy with the berries. Very sweet. Oh my gosh, I missed a cupcake. And then we also brought back in one of their washi tapes. It's called Mini Dot. And this is a red. This is good for Disney. It'd be good for 4th of July. It's a very versatile washi tape because it's just red with white dots on it. And it also happens to go really well with the Berry Sweet. And then we talked about an eye for an eye with the Be Happy, and it's the same thing with the Berry Sweet. These actually go with all the Doodlebug collections. These are $5.99. You get 101 of these little tiny black dots. They also make good accents, but you could take, like if you're going to use this cake, you could take 2 of your little black dots and put them over the eyes, and it just adds a little dimension. Diane says she's hungry for strawberry shortcake. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, you guys, your name went up. Let me see if I can get this. Let me pull this down. Okay, look at Karen's comment. She's adding, her husband just said he contacted a contractor to add on to her scrapbook room. I love that. And Diane, we were just talking about strawberry shortcake because my mother-in-law makes the best strawberry shortcake, and she was talking about making some this weekend. So love that. All right, so that takes care of Doodlebug. So I think maybe you're going to want to see a little bit more. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, we got to reverse. Put it in reverse because I did bring some other things to go with the berry sweet. I did bring some inks that I thought would work really well. The vermilion, these are archival inks. I'm sure there's distress inks that maybe you have that are in the pinks and the reds, and you could even put some lost shadow in here because the mice are gray. We have chrome yellow and we have beach cruiser, which also went with the Be Happy. And then I went and pulled out some Nouveau drops because some people like to add Nouveau to their projects and you're not really sure what colors look good. So I've got, I believe this is Carnation Pink is a good one. And this is Sprig of Mistletoe. And even though it's mistletoe, it's a good all around green. I'm really happy it hasn't been discontinued. And the other one is Apple Green. And you could use black with this if you wanted to. I grabbed Eucalyptus Leaf because of that kind of greenish blue color. I thought that was a good match. All right, don't want to forget those. And I brought the Ebony Black because that was, this looks good, of course, with everything, but it was really good with the Be Happy collection. All right, let me grab another tub here. We have some miscellaneous things, and then we have a huge order that came in from Paper House Productions. And the thing about Paper House Productions is that they have lots of themed items, which is getting harder to find. But these are not themed. This is the solar spray from Ranger, Simon Hurley. It's his solar spray. We brought some in just to kind of see what it was like and see, you know, what the market was like. And we sold out like in the first day. So we've reordered it. We have all, I believe there's 6 colors. I think I might be missing a color here. This one's called Crocodile Tears. And then we have Royal Flush and Overheated, Golden Hour, and Beluga. So that is back in stock if that's something you were interested in. These are really, they've got mica in them and they're really super duper shiny, but they can be very subtle on white paper. If you're using a light colored paper, it's just a subtle shimmer. And then one spray that, you know, Becky was here this week and she is a big user along with Alicia of the Antique Linen Distress Spray. Hey, it's going to stay upright. I thought maybe it was going to roll over. And they spray that on fabric and just about everything. Paper, fabric, and basically it ages things. It just makes them look a little older. And Diane has requested a demo on the solar spray, and I totally agree. We're going to have to give some to Teresa because the thing with it is we haven't had it. We sold it out the first day, and then we just got it back in. So we'll have some now that we can use here at Memory Bound. And speaking of selling out, this is called Essential Tools. And Peggy used this die. Oh gosh, I need to grab the sheet that she used it on. She used this when she did her Nana's kitchen layout, and I thought it was really fun for a taste of crafting. But then when I saw her actually cut them out and use it, I thought they were amazing. And we have actually sold out of these twice, and now they're back in stock again. And take a look at this. She incorporated them in this grouping of flowers. And she's cut them out of the silver mirror paper. You could use the Tim Holtz metallic paper, or you could just use plain paper if you want to. So those are back in stock. They're $16.99. Kind of makes me reflect back on a taste of crafting and how much fun we had with that. Okay, these we have not had before. This is the new dies that Simple Stories collaborated with Spellbinders with their Crafty Babe collection. And Janet can link the Crafty Babe collection because it's a collection for all of us who like to craft and do paper crafts. And this cutting die is called Labels and Icons. And you can see when you flip it over, it's bigger than you think it's going to be. So you're going to get the heart with the piercings, and then you get the border around the heart and the little scissors. Look at the camera, everybody. And the heart. And you can see how you can make labels, and then you could write on these or stamp on these labels. And it cuts out the negative, but then you also get the actual items. And that's $22.99, and that is from Spellbinders and Simple Stories. And you know, if you watch Memory Bound at all, we love our Simple Stories people. This is the other one, and oh my gosh, I have a sample of this. I'm gonna, when somebody comes by, I'll flag them down because we did make a sample with this. It's got your washi tape, your scissors, your paintbrush, and your paint. And check out these dies. This is just amazing. And these are so fun. And I'm going to show you a sample of this in a little bit. But this again is from Crafty Babe. And then that's it from Spellbinders. But we got an order in from Pink and Maine. And remember the jean pocket that we had from Spellbinders that sold out. Well, we were lucked out because I don't know how we knew this or who told us, but Pink and Maine has one also. So we got in the Pink and Maine jean pocket, and this is kind of nice because it does the stitching, but it's all one piece. And then you've got the little tab if you want to, or the rivets, and that's $15.99 for that. And so we do have a video where we showed you how to cut it out and different uses. Val made cards with it where she had the Easter bunny coming out of it, and you could do flowers, butterflies, whatever you want. It's great for masculine cards if you're thinking about Father's Day. And if you are thinking about Father's Day, I don't know if you can see this, but it says Happy Father's Day. There is the front of your whole card right there, and it's got the shadow, or you don't need the shadow. And what I love about it is it's all hooked together. So the letters are all hooked together. And that one is $19.99. And then we have a similar item that says Happy Birthday in a nice script. And it has the shadow also from Pink and Maine. And that's $8.99. Wow, that's a deal. And then Pink and Maine has stitch circles. Diane ordered all of this for us, brought all this in. You get quite a few circles there. It's $21.99. It doesn't say how many. Maybe 10, if I counted right. And it does have the little stitch lines. And then check out the stamp set here. And these are called More Spotlight Sentiments. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Mm-hmm. Thank you a bunch. So this has got all kinds of things. Happy Mom's Day, Happy Dad's Day. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Have a great day. Hello there. Just for you. Get well wishes. This is $15.99. I like it because it's a little bolder. You guys, and Peggy, thank you, Tina. She went and flagged down Peggy because our staff members had worked together on this. Somebody cut it out, and I think Janine assembled it. But this is the card made with the Crafty Tools die from Simple Stories and Spellbinders. And look at the washi tape and the scissors. What do you guys think about that? Pretty cool. And they actually cut the scissors out of the, I believe that was like the Tim Holtz, or you could use any silver metallic paper if you wanted to. And notice the little screw holding the scissors together. It reminds me of those memes that you see where it said something about the police arrived at our house because I used Mom's fabric scissors to cut paper with, or Mom called the police because I used her fabric scissors, or whatever it might be. And speaking of crafty stuff, the Bella Boulevard ephemera is back in stock from their Let's Scrapbook collection. And it's $8.99, and it's one of those packs that you get so much with. You get 86, including the wagon. Oh my gosh, how many of you have these wagons that you haul all your supplies in? I know a lot do. And here's the Crop and Style little bag. I probably still have one of those down the basement. So it's got all kinds of things, cameras, and then we also got the words, the ephemera words. And these are great if you're doing some scrapbooking about your scrapbooking. And then also from Bella Boulevard, everyone is loving the Luna alphabets. They're puffy stickers. And you get, look at all the A's that you get in there. That's a lot of A's. And I was also told by one of our staff members, they were happy because you got so many twos. You know, a lot of times you get 3 of a number or 2 of a number, and when it's 2025, it's really hard to keep up with those. So the black are back in stock, and they do come in lots of other colors too. And Lisa, I totally agree with you about the scissors. They do look very realistic. Very fun. That's a cute die. We've been waiting for that to come in, so I'm really happy that it's here. All right, now I got some odds and ends, and then I have a big, some stuff to show you that's come in from our friends at Paper House Productions. So back in stock are the quote chips from Tim Holtz, and these were released a while ago. We have been ordering in Ideology whenever we can because we know that a bit of it's going to be getting not being available, being discontinued. Discontinued is a word I couldn't find. But these have really great quotes on them, like, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Blessed are the curious, for they shall have adventures. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. And if in case you didn't know it, the label frames, these two products are made to fit together. So the chipboards quotes are going to fit right inside these label frames. So if you want to do maybe a mixed media project or put it on the front of an album, it's all there together for you. And the quotes, I think you can probably see all of the different quotes online. There's quite a few. They're $11.99 and you get 48 pieces. Okay, also back in stock from Tim Holtz is the Postmarked, which is a sticker book. Teresa loves this. As I flip through it, you're probably going to get a feel of his fabric palette because it has all the colors of his fabric palette and all of his other product that is kind of, I'm calling it his rainbow stuff. So there's that. And then we also got in the worn wallpaper, and this is an older product that's been discontinued. And you guys know our friend Alicia that comes in and does demos for us. She has been buying this because she says she's wants to make sure she gets a lot of it. So we've been reordering it in whenever we can get it. So that's the worn wallpaper, 24 sheets. They're 5 by 8 and it's $4.49. And then we carry a lot of different enamel dots, and these are from Eyelet Outlet, and we carry all the colors in these, and they're just a little different. They've got, I don't know if you can see it, they look really dark maybe on the camera, but they're glittery. So you got a couple different greens and you've got a red, and those are back in stock and they're $3.29. So a really good price for embellishments. And then this, I wanted to show this. This is $2.29 and this is just stars. So if you're doing something for graduation, maybe a retirement, a birthday, any type of celebration, you get these stars. You get 11 for $2.29 and they're from Jolie's Bayou. And then brads, we've got it back in the softball and the football brads. So those are back. And we have a whole category called brads where you can see all the different brads that we have here at Memory Bound. I'm pretty sure we have baseball and I think we have a soccer ball also. And then new to Memory Bound, look at these loop pins. I know that you love the Tim Holtz loop pins. And we got in some that, I'm going to get down here so you can see these, that we got kind of a glare going on. Maybe if I do this. So we now have white and we have black and we have bronze, which is a little bit like the Tim Holtz Ideology. These are $3.99 and you get 20. So I think they're about 20 cents each. And this is a variety pack with lots of different colors. So those are new to Memory Bound. Thought you might like those. We've got back in the date stamp from We Are Makers. And this, I'm pretty sure, is the Heidi Swap writing. Yes, it is Heidi Swap. It's $9.99. So the months are actually written out, which is something different. I know a lot of you are doing journals and junk binders, and even if you're doing a card, I usually date stamp birthday cards or scrapbook layouts. This is a great stamp, and it's different than what we have with just the plain numbers. And then Teresa had shown these Emboss It pens, and these are back in stock. We've sold out. They come to a pack, and one is a brush tip and one's just a bullet tip. And the ink is gray, but then it dries clear. So you could write something, put on your powder, and heat emboss it, and it's kind of nice for small surfaces or just to highlight something. I don't know that you would do it on a sticker, but if you wanted to emboss, like maybe this glass jar, you could take your marker and just color it in and then put on your embossing powder. And so it's a nice way to do a small surface. Okay. Let me grab another pile here. Wow, we got a lot of piles. This is in from Jolie's Boutique, and this is an Australia dimensional sticker sheet. It's got a lot of fun things like the country, Australia, and it's got koala bear and a kangaroo and the flag, and it's got a boomerang. I don't think we've had this one before. I think that one's new. And it's $7.99. The other sticker that's in from, this is all really American Crafts. These are from American Crafts, but I'm going to leave this on the table. This is like a vellum type tulip sticker. And people are always looking for tulips, it seems like. So that one is handy dandy and really pretty. And you'll notice the tulips go in different directions, so you can easily group them. Okay, Janet says we lost sound, so let me check out a couple things. And Janet, if you can tell me if the sound comes back. I'm just going to unplug our sound and I'll plug it back in. And it's just a Facebook thing. You never know. So I'm going to go ahead and show this while we try to find out. Okay, Kim says she has sound. Okay, summer break is here, and it really is almost here. The kids here in Ankeny, they get out next Friday. So a week from today is the last day of school here in Ankeny, Iowa, and this summer break is just such a fun collection. And we had some of it, and we sold out of it, so we reordered it. And I don't know that we had the stamp sets before, but I wanted to show them to you because I just remember doing hopscotch quite a bit when I was a kid and play all day. I mean, we came home when the streetlights came on. So how about you guys? When you were young and you were playing outside with your friends, did you have a certain time you had to come back in the house? And look, it's got a TV, Saturday morning cartoons. It's got popcorn, lazy days, a jump rope. So lots of good things on this stamp set, and it's called hopscotch. So what a perfect name for it. And the other stamp set for summer break is called Catching Some Rays. So you got your swimsuits, you got Tell Us About the Good Old Days, ice cream cones, summer vibes, little clouds. There's a lot on here. And these stamps are $12.99, which are a really good price point for a set of stamps. And then we got in the washi tape, and it's got little suns and clouds on it. And it looks like we must have sold out of the ephemera because it's back in stock. So check out the summer break collection. And I agree, Sharon, that was a good set of stamps. Lisa says they had to be home when the streetlights came on. Same here. And Val says she's getting feedback sounds, so Okay, we'll give that a try and see if that helps. Okay, you guys, here we go. We're on our last bucket right here. Look at that. And then we're all caught up, which makes me really happy because so many days, you know, we're doing these videos and so many times we're so busy showing you how to do things and new techniques that we don't get a chance to show you what's new and show you the product in the store. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing right now. We're having a lunchtime get together, and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. If you're just joining us, I'm Kelly, and you're at Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa, and we're glad you're here. These are some stickers that came in from Paper House Productions, and oh my gosh, I love these little repeat stickers. So we got basketball and baseball, and we got football, and there's another football, and we have tennis. So lots of sports. These are great, like for sports teams, for cards, sealing your envelopes, lots of great fun things. And then we have dinosaurs, which don't really fit in anywhere with the sports. But these are, I know my grandson is 5 and he absolutely loves dinosaurs. And he knows what they are. He's not just calls them like sharp tooth or long necks. They actually have the names. And then we have bagels. So maybe you're giving somebody a gift card for a set of bagels or making them a card, and there you go, you're all set. Then also from Paper House Productions, we have these cool guitars and picks. And I don't know that you can see it, but the picks are actually like an epoxy, like a glossy accent. And those are, I don't see a name on those. So sorry about that. I have no idea what those are called. I know it's number 3093, but I think they're pretty neat. And then this is a great sticker for science, engineering. Maybe somebody's going off to college, or maybe they've done a special project. And I don't know that I took any of these classes in college, but I think it's a really neat sticker. I have gotten this before for our daughter when she was in college. And it also just has no name on it, but it's probably called Science. Oh, you know what? There is something mixed in here that I think you're really going to want to see. So before we get to the rest of the paper craft or paper house, hang tight, guys. I'm rearranging. I tried to keep them kind of in order so they're a little more fun. All right. Well, guess what? Waffle Flower is here. All right. So Waffle Flower's here. I'm going to show you what came in from Waffle Flower. And this is the postage collage 4th of July. I'm pretty sure we had this last year, but for those of you that love the postage collage, that all started with this die right here. This is the postage collage die. We had, I'm not sure when, we had it on our Facebook demo. Val made us all kinds of really super cool cards with it. So you can see that, and a lot of these little stamps are made to fit in that, but they're also great stamps just to have and use on your own projects. And these are good for group stamping. Okay, Barb says she's recovering from surgery. So Barb, please recover fast so you can get back to crafting. Okay, and then another postage collage. This is just postage collage. So this was the original little stamp to go with that collage die, or with lots of things. It's got a little bit of everything on there. And then we have the birthday postage collage. I should just leave these out so you can kind of get an idea. They're really cute little stamps. They're $8.99. And then this one is just happy birthday. This isn't really postage collage, but it certainly could be part of it. I liked it because it's bold sayings. for either the front or the inside of your card. You can combine them. Like you could put happy birthday on the outside, and on the inside you could put today is all about you, or you could mix them up in lots of different ways. And that's called Happy Birthday, and it's also $8.99. And then what I think some of you have been waiting for, the quilting collection. So this is Postage Collage So Fun. I just wanted to give you a minute. It says, "You're so amazing. You're the thread that holds us together." It's got pins, scissors. It still has your little postage cancellation, but they're like stitch lines. But there's more to that sewing collection. So I'm going to keep this out here so you can see it. Then there's, and I'm really sorry, their stencils are so hard to see. This is the Postage Collage So Fun stencil. And basically it goes with the Postage Collage die, and it masks different areas on this to make an image of some sewing images like scissors, and I think there's a sewing machine in there. And the packaging is just almost impossible to see. And I don't know if online, if we have a packet, not a package, a photo of what this looks like. But if not, we'll try to get it out there so you can see, because there's not much to see when you're looking at the package. And even if I angle it, you still can't really see what's in there. So then this is the Quilted Floral stencil. So this has got different stencils in it. You use separate colors, and then it's going to end up looking like a quilt for a background. And this one I think you can actually tell what it is. This is the Quilted Squares. And this is one stencil. I think this is $6.99. So you could color that in and it's going to look just like a quilt. And then this is the Quilted Petals. And if you're a quilter, you probably know what it looks like, a petal style quilt. But this has got several stencils in it, and you mix up the colors, and then you end up having a really pretty quilt image. And then we have a couple die sets. We might have to flip this one open. This is called the Notions die, and it is $19.99. So let me open it, because the package, maybe I'll open it, maybe I won't. The package kind of hides some of the dies in here, and I want you to be able to see them. But you know what? I don't think I can get it open. I don't think you want to sit here and watch. Oh, there we go. So this is called Notions. I guess it wasn't hiding a lot, but you can see it's got your scissors, it's got your spool of thread, your tape measure, just some string or thread over here. It's got a pin cushion and your pins, and you got your fancy scissor handle there. So that's called Notions. And then the other one that we have now is called So Fun, and that's got your sewing machine, and it's got your spools of thread, a safety pin, some thread. You got your scissors, even have a little thimble right there. And that one is also $19.99. And then there's with this collection, there's a couple of plates. And if you remember what these plates do, they give it your page texture. So this is the Quilted Squares. So basically it's like a piercing plate. So it's going to make all these little pokes or whatever, and it's going to look like you've stitched your background. And then there's another one called Cross Hatch. And these are $17.99. This is tiny square texture. Oh, hang on, we got it. We went blurry. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I can fix this without having to move. Let's go on to this one. This is Meandering Texture. There we go. We're back in focus. I love this one because it just looks like a quilt, where you just kind of stitch into those little loopy lines. And I'm not a quilter, So this might have a different, maybe meandering is what it's called. And here was that tiny square texture. Now that we're not blurry, you can see it a little better. And then this is the quilted frames. So these are actually going to cut out frames, and this got little kind of like cross stitches in it. All right, so that's Waffle Flower. You know, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to finish up here. We're going to quickly run through these. If you're just hopping on because you didn't know we were here, I'm Kelly at Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa. And we just had to take some extra time in addition to our morning video just to show you the new product that's come in because there is so much. Now the last things I'm going to show you today are from Paper House Production, and these are all very themed. And you know, it's not as easy as it used to be to find themed items. So I'm really happy that they're still around and selling things and keeping us going with, you know, if you are traveling, say to Spain. These are all three-dimensional stickers and they're $4.99. And we have Spain and we have Germany and Tennessee. So if you're in going to Nashville or something, you've got Tennessee and Florida. And you know, Janet is taking extra time with us today to link things for us, but these are just in their own category. So you type in the word Florida or Germany or Tennessee, and these are going to come up. We have a really nice travel section here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store. And so you can find all of these in there. Like if you type in Ohio, you're going to find this along with some other things. We've got Paris and London. So we got some international destinations. And then we're back to Washington, D.C. Maybe I need to do this. We've got another Germany. We've got Vegas. Look how colorful that is.
Well, that's great. And of course, all their friends and family.
So there's Vegas. We're kind of skipping around here now because now we got Ireland and Mexico and England, Canada, Texas, and here's another Washington, D.C. So those are the travel ones. And now let me pull these out. So, let me put them over here. So we've got Selfie, and you know, this is such a good one, and it goes for just about everybody. It even has like an kind of an iPhone or a smartphone there, and it's got looking good, capture the moment, time for a selfie. Cindy says she loves the Waffle Flower collection, so I'm really glad that you do, Cindy. All right, so we got swimmer here and pool party. It's about that time. Get the pools open. And then we have cheers. And we have, let's show this one with that. We have these are like beer stickers, but they are dimensional. All of these are dimensional. Lots of craft beer in that sticker sheet, I would say. And then we have our wine for our wine people. So we have wine and friends, the perfect pairing. And speaking of friends, here's our coffee. So we've got your craft beer, we've got your wine, we've got your coffee. And then we have happiness is homemade. And handyman. So if you're doing some construction. And then we have barbecue. Low and slow. And then we have firefighter and nurse. And we have American Hero. So some of these are a little random. Well, there's Drama Club. I had that in with sports, but it got mixed up. So we have Drama Club. And we have camping. I'd rather be fishing. I wouldn't really, but some people love to fish. And there's high school years. So a lot of you are thinking about graduation, or those students are finishing up. And so a lot of these work out really well for that. Like prom is a good one if you're working on some high school things or school things. Let's see, I have a pile of sports here. So let's look at the sports. We have soccer and we have swim team. And we have love to dance and basketball. We have baseball and bowling. I just want to tell you guys thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. This morning we didn't plan to be here, but we just kind of ran out of time and we didn't want you to miss out on seeing all this new product. So there's Born to Hunt and Horsing Around. And here's basketball and gymnastics. And these are all in the themes. So if you go to our themes, you can go to themes, then you can go to sports, then you can go to basketball or gymnastics, and you'll find these right in there. We've got Janet here. She rejoined us probably during her lunch today. But these are things that she doesn't have to link all of these, because could you imagine? I mean, she is linking a lot, I can see. All right, then we have some wedding things. So we have the wedding reception, and then we have married, eat, drink, and be merried. And then along with that, we have the groom and the bride. And the groom's kind of glaring because it's got a lot of foil on it. Pretty cool. And then we have baby boy and baby girl. So we've got little man, little lady. So adorable. Love you to the moon and back. Sweet child of mine. And little banner in there. Lots of fun things. If you needed to make a baby card, I would make just a 5x7 card, and you got everything you need right on here. Add some paper. And then we've got little monkey, and we've got my first birthday. And we have this for girl also. This is actually boy, although it could be either. Just take out the big little guy and everything else is good. And then look at the little monkey, you guys. This is so cute. And that monkey has little Google eyes that you probably can't see, but they actually like wiggle and jiggle. And it's got your bananas. And I know our two little grandsons were huge banana eaters. And this is really fun to do a layout about that. In fact, when the 3-year-old was 2, my daughter and her husband would hide the bananas because he just wanted to eat so many every day that they couldn't control him. And last but not least, here is 100% country. So this would go along with that Tennessee, or if maybe you're going to a country music concert. So I just want to tell you thanks for joining us today. We showed you a lot of product. I had 4 big buckets of things, and I appreciate you joining us live or later. If you're here live, wonderful, and if you're here later, wonderful. We love you all. We just wanted to show you some new product that came in, and it seemed like it was piling up. You guys, Diane has been really busy in receiving. So, because everything you see, she has touched and checked in and put in the computer for us. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, you can certainly give us a call here at Memory Bound or send us an email. We love that you joined us. And if you need any other help, we're happy to do it. Oh, Janet has a message for me. I just saw it. The Copic sale, our Copic markers are on sale. They're $2 off, so they're normally $7.49 and they're only $5.49. So it's while supplies last. We're kind of making a change with our alcohol ink markers. We're bringing in Olos, and If we had room for both, we would just keep both Copics and Olos, but we only have so much table space here at Memory Bound, so we have made the decision to bring in Olos. So if for those of you that need Copic markers, that's a great thing because you can get them at a really good deal and you can get your work on your collection. And for those of you that want to try something new, the Olos are a great marker, and we're going to be launching those hopefully next week. They're here, they're online, and hopefully we'll get them launched next week. All right. Well, Val says thank you to me and Janet, and thank you guys. We appreciate you watching, and we will be back on Monday. And Teresa's here Monday morning at 9:30, and she's doing a craft along with the Sunny Days card kit from Simple Stories. And if I'm talking slow, it's because the words aren't coming to me, so it's taken a little bit of time. But she's doing a craft along, and you can craft along live or later and pick up that card kit. She added one sheet of paper and some enamel dots and Janet's amazing inserts. And I think she made another 6 cards with it. So you'll be able to learn all about that on Monday, and join us for all of our morning videos Monday through Friday at 9:30 Central Time. And we will see you then, everybody. Thanks so much.
Special name. Yeah. Oh my gosh.